Today, Precarious plays
Pokémon Colosseum.
Oh. They are looking for a chance to go wild. Booyah!
Damn. So I took a note. This is a new recording session, and I took a note that says, start at foo-foo-foo.
Yeah.
I wish I had read to the end of that blurb so I could have written, start at booyah.
What is that superhero? Oh my god, can I take him home with me forever?
I hope it's and it can't be Larvitar, because I'm pretty sure you get a Tyranitar at the end of the game.
What's your, I'm sorry, were you saying, excuse me, I stepped on you, that's so cool looking. It's like a toy from the 90s just for boys. Just for boys.
I like seeing your reaction to some of the Pokemon
Yeah,
that we're encountering,
yeah.
because I don't like some of the ones that you take to. For example, Carvana,
Yeah.
not a fan. I think it evolves into Sharpedo, which I like a little more.
Sharkpedo?
No, Sharpedo.
Oh, Sharpedo. Oh,
Yeah,
marginally more.
It's a sharp shark torpedo.
Sharpedo. Oh, it's a Carvana because it carves you and it's a piranha. Piranhas do that anyway. Oh, he's asleep.
But it's a dark water type, which is why they wanted to get they like having the nefarious terms, like the aggressive terms in the dark names. With the exception of Larvitar, for some reason. I mean, I don't know. Larvitar is a dark rock Pokemon, which personally for me was always a great disappointment, just because I respect fighting type Pokemon so much. I fear their power.
Okay, so Shadow Rush doesn't have any kind of typing, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Okay, so I just hit things with it. But probably not with Skiploom because he's kind of a wiener.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna switch him out.
I would switch him out.
Probably for
Makihita will wreck both of them,
Yeah.
actually. Sorry, I'm gonna try to let you learn the game. If you have questions, I'll answer them, but I'm gonna try to distract myself with other stuff. And I'm just gonna let you make mistakes, because that's how I learned to play. I mean, whenever I had Pokemon Red, it was a couple years before I had ready access to internet. And all I really had was the manual, and then after a certain point, I got the the player's guide. I got the player's guide for Pokemon Red closer to when Pokemon Stadium was coming out.
Should I use Focus Energy? Well, no, not necessary.
No, I don't even think you need to waste the PP on Cross Chop.
I could just use Vital Throw.
Yeah, see, Larvitar is rock dark, as I was saying before. That means he's 4 times weak to fighting.
Okay.
So you will rock his world into darkness, just to, complete the whatever. Okay. So, playing the original Pokemon Red, I had like the type chart and the tips and tricks in the little manual that it comes with, which very cutely looks like a little leather-bound journal, if I remember.
Aww.
Yeah, it's very sweet. And that was it. I would go in and what I would do, and it made much more sense then, it felt much more practical. I would just go in with Squirtle, Wartortle, and eventually Blastoise, and I would just use Bubble, Bubble Beam, or Surf, depending on, the level of play that I was at. And I would just test to figure out what type of Pokemon I was fighting. So I would be fighting a Nidorino or whatever, and I would be like, oh, Nidorino is weak to water, it did super effective damage, and then I would cross-reference that with the information, the type chart that was in the manual. So I would look at all of the types that would would be super effectively damaged by water, and then I would go, okay, so it's got to be one of these types. And I use that example specifically, Nidorino, because it's just like a spiky dog.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like... It does not scream round poison.
No, it doesn't.
Especially whenever you've only seen it in black and white. Now it's a little easier because Pokemon really are pretty strongly color-coded.
Mm-hmm.
And feel free to go and heal up to full every
Every
fight.
chance I get.
Yeah, just because...
There's no reason to torture myself.
And it's just, we're so close to the healing, you know?
Yeah.
It was a real power move on Audie's part there.
Why?
Roz, you're gonna walk down the stairs backwards for me now. Didn't you see that?
Oh, yeah. Well, they've been doing that dance. I don't know. I think they just like to stare into each other's eyes. Ugh. Look at her. Look at her. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, okay.
You're going this way. Dun, dun,
But
dun.
safety. This is an issue of safety. Okay? Backing downstairs isn't wise.
Oh my god, he's the same shape as everything that he's next to. Ding, ding, ding.
It does look like a bit of a pipe.
Well, the just geometrically, it's true. He's got roughly the same colors, but mostly the shape. He was blending in, I get it.
His name is Hunter Gear.
Gear. Yeah, I was looking at all of the moves before we started recording so that I could know a little bit about what the hell I was doing. And just several times.
Again, I'm inclined to point out. She's looked at the moves before.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, we go for a time between recording sessions, so I forget a lot. Anyways, so I was just asking about certain things, and I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know that? If I were alone with this game, how would I find that out? And you're like, well, you just take this and test it and just cross-reference it with that, and it's hidden. And I'm like, it's hidden, huh? Like, hidden where? In a menu somewhere? No, you just don't get to know. I'm like, okay.
Well, that was about critical hit ratios.
What was his power to raise the critical hit ratio? Where is the critical hit ratio?
That, it's hidden.
Fuck you.
Because you saw that focus energy.
There was another one too, but I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I remember. I'll get to that one. You saw that focus energy increased your critical hit ratio, and then at that point you'd been comparing your Pokemon's attack to their special attack and their attack to the attack stat of your other Pokemon to determine who you could use Shadow Rush with to wear down other Shadow Pokemon, or actually use it to knock enemy Pokemon out.
Is fighting good against steel?
Yes.
Okay.
It is one of the few types that is good against steel.
Okay.
Alongside fire and ground. So you were looking at all of those stats and you saw critical hit ratio and you said, well, where do I see that?
Yeah.
And I said, you don't.
Oh, and how am I supposed to know that the matching type is going to give me a bonus? Oh, you don't.
Well, I mean, you just know. You just do the mental math every single time.
Well, the mental math is fine, but I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, you know what? Thinking about it, there's so much about Pokemon that I don't remember anymore where I learned it. I don't remember where I first learned about the same type attack bonus, or stab, as it is called. Kind of like how I don't think that the game ever really... I don't think that the game ever really tells you, because you asked about the status ailment Confusion earlier.
Confusion is a psychic attack that may cause confusion. What does confusion do to another Pokemon? I guess both? Oh, okay. It's only 75, even though the type matches. Wait, it already has Psychic. Oh wait, no, shit. You mean the move Psychic, not the type Psychic? Oh my god, is there a Psychic move called Psychic? Fuck you. Fuck this game. Okay, keep going.
See how sleep provides a little tag
Yeah,
on those Pokemon?
yeah.
Whenever you put a Pokemon to sleep, paralyze them, poison them, burn them, or freeze them, I think that's all of them, they get a little tag, and they are all mutually exclusive. You cannot have a sleepy... Ooh,
What?
That's surprising.
Why? Yes. What? Is he weak against Psychic?
yeah, he's weak against Psychic. I'm just more surprised that Remoraid had a Psychic move.
Not gonna have one for long. I'm gonna kill that fucker.
Did you use Vital Throw? Is that what happened?
No, I used Vital Throw against the Steel Pokemon because Steel is strong against a lot of things, so I decided to get him out of the way first.
It's definitely the better plan.
Oh, but now he's hurt.
Yeah, go ahead and switch him out.
Says the one who's trying to make me learn things. Does Umbreon stand a good chance? He is a dark Pokemon.
You have a better option.
What is it? Is it Quack? No.
Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. I had just forgotten that the problem we are currently facing is that fucking fish has a psychic laser beam.
Yeah.
So Umbreon is probably the best option based on just
because
its
he's
type.
dark type.
Right, which is immune to psychic type damage.
Right. Dark is scared of things like bugs.
Yes.
Okay. Getting it.
Yeah, Bug is kind of weird because it beats Dark and Psychic.
That's cool. Weird.
Yeah, I think that's right. That's one that I'm not sure about. I know that Bugs beat Psychic, but I think we've talked about this before, and I can't remember. Like, I can't believe it. I'm confident it's right, but I just can't believe it.
Oh, did you see? It was like a slow-mo smackdown.
Yeah, in 3D, the water Pokemon are always weird because they wind up floating, which is strange. Although I guess it's a little more tasteful than just having it like flop on the ground.
Yeah.
Whenever Misty used her water Pokemon in the anime, they would basically always wind up, like she would only use like the fish if there was a body of water nearby. Otherwise, she would just rely on like Staryu. Because Staryu could
It's like a
float around.
tidal pool fellow.
But to finish what I was saying before, excuse me, Confusion is a status ailment that goes away whenever you are, whenever the Pokemon switches out. And it doesn't have a tag associated with it. So you can inflict confusion on a Pokemon that has one of the tag-inducing effects.
Oh.
Most importantly to me personally, you can confuse and paralyze an enemy Pokemon at the same time and frustrate the shit out of their trainer. And isn't that the most important thing at the end of the day?
Yes, making your enemies really mad until they do stupid things because they're grouchy.
Or do they just give up and stop playing? That's how I won most of my matches.
Oh.